Hey everybody, it's me Heidi. So I had this idea for a movie about a sim that traveled through time. And what I'm building here is a set for that movie. This set is called Pod Colony L-14. This is only the first half of this build, so there's no link to download it yet. I started out with a 60 by 60 lot and mapped out each separate plot of land for the pods. There are 3 sizes of land and they are 10 by 10, 10 by 15, and 15 by 20. I did this for a few reasons. One, well, say you wanted to build your own little pod, but you didn't want to build the whole set, you could just go into edit town mode and select what size of land you wanted, and then you could just build whatever pod went with that size of land. Also, the idea behind this build is that in the future, living space will be very small because the world is so overpopulated with people that everyone lives in these little self-contained colonies. Okay, so this is pod A. It is the smallest pod and is built on a 10 by 10 plot of land. I started out with a 6 by 6 foundation base and added 2 window bump outs. Pod A is an extreme studio type home. It is too small for a bathroom or kitchen, and it was designed for a single sim who spends most of their time away from home. This pod is furnished very differently from the other pods because it doesn't have room for things like a fridge, stove, sink, or even a toilet. You will see later on at the end of this video. This pod would also be perfect for your Android sim or your service sim bot type of sim. This right here is pod B, one of the 2 10 by 15 floor plans. For this floor plan, I started out with a 7 by 7 foundation base and added 2 window bump outs. I designed this pod for 1 sim, but if you place a bunk bed in it, this pod can house 2 sims, although I really wouldn't recommend it. This pod floor plan doesn't have a bathroom, but it does have a kitchen nook and a swimming pool. This is the second smallest pod, and like I had said before, it is well suited for a single sim. A loft bed is what I used to furnish this particular pod with. This is actually my favorite pod. Okay, so this one is pod C. It is the second of the 10 by 15 floor plans. Like pod B, I started out with a 7 by 7 foundation, and I added 2 window bump outs. This pod is actually designed for 2 sims, but it is small enough, so, you know, if you have a single sim and you liked this pod better, a single sim would work out in this pod as well because it is small enough. This floor plan comes with a bathroom, which is, you know, a plus. And it also comes with a kitchen nook, but this one doesn't have a pool. You could always add one, but I chose not to for this particular one. I just felt it looked better without one. No other reason. So in the future, at least from my story, Sims will need to have a license to have children because the world is so overpopulated that only the rich or very important Sims will have a license to bear children. This is pod D. It is the biggest pod and considered a mansion in the pod colony. It is designed for a family of up to 4 Sims. I built it on a 15 by 20 plot of land, and I actually built this one a little bit differently from the other ones, as you can see. The center walkway is 7 by 2 squares, and on each side of it is a 6 by 7 foundation space with window bump outs. The pod is split up into two. One side is the living, kitchen, dining area, and the other side has 2 bedrooms. This pod also has 2 bathrooms, a pool, and a little yard for your future sim children to play in. You'll also notice that every single pod looks almost exactly the same, with the weird little ceiling thing and the little, I don't know what they are, freezes, I think they're called, or whatever. I don't know why I did that. I kind of figured that everyone would be using solar energy, so I figured those were, I don't know, cool looking little things that I might pretend that they were like solar panels and stuff. I guess that's pretty much everything that I need to explain. So enjoy the rest of the video. I will be uploading the second one some other time.